don't know about you, but I did indulge in the pattern sale that Joann's had on their $2.99 patterns. I feel like I am reaching that point where I am capped at the patterns that I want or really need, and I don't know. Well, when I heard about the sale, I was like, okay, I know there are some patterns that are on my wish list. So I keep a running list of patterns that I want or need inside my planner. I have my planner with me at all times, just in case I'm out and I want to stop by Hobby Lobby or Joann's. So I always have this list with me. Well, I went into Joann's during this last Simplicity sale, and I had a list of about 10 to 12 patterns. Now, the good thing is, when I went into the store and I started looking for patterns, I realized that I had like most of the patterns on this list except 3, which was really good because jumping from $1.99 to $2.99, it doesn't seem like it's a lot of money, but that dollar really makes a difference. So I don't think I'll be purchasing a whole lot of patterns at the $2.99 price unless it's an absolute need. But since there were only 3 that I didn't have that were on this list, I went ahead and got them. So the first one is Simplicity S9946. This is a Mimi G style pattern, and it's described as Mrs. Dresses. Now, the difference between these dresses is that View A has a plunging neckline, and it's a shorter one. And it also has straps that crisscross in the back. For View B, it's longer, and the back is fully covered. So if you want that more modest look, View B would be the one that you want to go for. Both do have a little peekaboo, so if you want to show just a little bit of skin in View B, you still have that option. I like both, but I'm not sure which one I really want to make. Probably B. So, yeah. The next one is a pattern that Cherie at Cherie Thomas showed on her channel. It's Simplicity 1338, and it is described as tote bags in 3 sizes, backpack, change purse, and key ring. Now, I thought this was really neat because she said her son sews, and he looks pretty young, so I thought that was awesome. And he's made one of these backpacks. Now, I have bag patterns, but I don't have any that are like this. So when I saw this one, I knew that it had to be at the top of my list. I really like the details on these bags, how they have the side pockets, and I like that backpack. It's really super cute, and these are more on the styles of bags that I like. So this one will probably get made up fairly soon. The next one is Simplicity S9945. It is another Mimi G style pattern, and both of these views have plunging necklines, but I think the one that I like most is View A, the shorter version. This pattern is described as Mrs. Dress and Jumpsuit. So the view I like is View A because it is the dress, and that's what attracted me to the pattern. Now, it does show skin in the back if you can see those line drawings. And both have kind of a plunging neckline, and then you have this a little bit of skin out on the sides. But I do like View A, and I'm really excited to sew up some more dresses for the summertime. Now, what I've worked on this week, I did make up my first new look pattern, and I will share that with you in another video. Now, this lovely lady here is another pattern that I worked on this week, and I am super excited to wear it and ecstatic about how it turned out. And you might be saying, is that a turtleneck? And isn't it warm? And yes, it is a turtleneck, and yes, it is warm. But guess what? I work in an environment where it is always cold. So I have no problem wearing garments that are a little more suited for cooler weather because it's always cold where I am. Now, unless I plan to run errands or be out in the heat when I get off work, I will wear something like this in a heartbeat. But I will share with you in a later video details on this make. But if you can guess what pattern this is, let me know down in the comments. It's a really good one. And I'm super proud of myself if I didn't say that already. Now, back to Joann's. When I went to Joann's, there was a sale going on. They had quilting cotton. Well, no. They had quilting cotton on sale for $2.99. And their fat quarters, I think, were like 10 for $10. I'm not a quilter or anything, so I really don't do much with fat quarters, although I didn't think about bow ties when I was in there. So I could have picked up some, and I might go back now that I think about it. But the last visit to Joann's, I saw 2 pieces of fabric that I liked. So I said, let me go over here and see what they have. Now, on the previous visit, their quilting cotton was $3.99 per yard. So once I found the fabric that I'd seen before, it was also on sale for $2.99 a yard. And to save that extra $1 per yard was like great. So I'm kind of glad I waited. Now, I was never feeling any remorse or feeling a tug to go back and buy those fabrics, and I'm glad I didn't. So I did see the fabrics this time, but the one that I really liked, there wasn't much on it like to make a full blouse or anything with it, not even a skirt, maybe a child's, like an infant or a toddler skirt or something like that, but not much for me. But I put it in my cart anyway. The other fabric, it just was not drawing me like it did before, but I put it in my cart anyway. So I said, let me go around to the other side and see what's over here. And I'm glad I did, because this fabric, the bolt was literally sticking off the shelf. And as I turned the corner, I was like, oh my God, I'm getting that. And guess what? It made me put those other 2 fabrics back without a second thought. So let me tell you what this is. I'll tell you the description of it first. Now, this fabric is described as squiggle lines, pink on black. I'm sorry, my husband texted me. Okay, so this fabric is absolutely gorgeous, so brace yourselves. A look at it. Now, I see exactly how the fabric got its name. If you can see that and you look closely, those lines are nowhere near perfect, nor are they the same width, and they are not perfectly straight. They are kind of squibbly, and I really like that about it. When I saw this pattern, I immediately thought about like a Chanel jacket, some kind of matching top and skirt with like a cami underneath. I mean, just really something kind of classy and sophisticated. I'm not sure exactly what I want to make with it, so I am not in a rush at all. Whatever I make with it, I want to make sure that it is perfect for this fabric. I'm always open to suggestions. So if you have any suggestions on what type of garment I should make with this fabric, or even a pattern in particular, just let me know down in the comments. I didn't go crazy in Joann's this time, and I'm really glad, because it helped me save some money and it made me very conscious of what I was purchasing. Plus those $3 patterns, I just don't plan to spend $3 on patterns. You may say it's just $1 difference, but those dollars really add up, especially when I'm used to going into the store and buying like over 10 patterns, like 10 to 15 patterns at a time. But like I said, I believe I've reached my cap on patterns that I really need. Unless the sale is $1.99, I will not be going crazy. Unless they are some vintage patterns that I really want or really need, I will not be getting them at the $2.99 or $3.99 price, as some of the patterns have been. I will wait for the $1.99 sale unless it's something that I absolutely need or have to have, and I just don't think that's the case at all. So I really don't have any plans for what I'll be working on this upcoming week. My mind is just kind of blank, and I just really kind of think I need time to kind of reset and just look at everything that I'm doing. I do have some unfinished projects and some alterations that I need to make for clients, and some for myself and my kids. So maybe that's what I work on, to just kind of cleanse my palette and, you know, just get my mind back focused on what I need to do. I'm ahead on my make 9, so yay for me. So that's not anything I need to worry about. I have time before I have to really concentrate on the next make, but I think I'll probably just push out these alterations for a few clients and work on those unfinished projects. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So thank you for joining me in this episode of Friday Sews. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you've hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on more sewing content like this. And hopefully you are finding value in the content that I bring to you. Until next time, keep sewing.